Okay, hey everybody. We are so excited to welcome you into our sneak peek into coaching, to give you some insight into the coach life and tell you what has brought us into this journey. And I swear we get asked all the time about how do we do the things that we do? We've been on, countless retreats and free vacations and just this community and getting together and, or just our girls are always hanging together. Like, we are seriously a team of girls that are just always getting together. Like, what can we do? How can we empower each other? Whether it's talking on Zoom, especially during this pandemic, or talking, meeting in person, or planning our next vacation. Like, we are always doing that. And so we are actually coming off, a couple of us were coming off some retreats in this past couple weeks. And so one of the biggest questions we get is how do you do this? Like, what is this, right? Because it doesn't seem normal for a bunch of women to come together and then be able all to be together in the same spot. And actually, I was just at a retreat this past weekend. And one of the things I said is, I got up, and I want you to imagine, I'm sitting with all these girls. There's 12 girls, right? So just imagine 12 women, and we're sitting there. We're all from different spaces. And I got up to go to the bathroom, and I remember it kind of hit me, because I was like, I remember being that girl that I would hold everything. I wouldn't go to the bathroom because I was too afraid that if I got up, someone would talk bad about me. Like, is someone going to talk about me? I don't know if you're oh, do you want to come to the bathroom with me? Or you would, if you are that girl, that you're you remember those women that you'd be if I leave, maybe they're going to say something, I'm going to miss out. I have FOMO. I can't. And I remember thinking, I don't feel that with these girls. I don't feel that with this team. I don't feel that with these girls. We are a team of empowering women, and all we do is push each other to be better. So, one of the biggest things we say is I would be a jerk if I didn't share this with everybody. And so coaching is a lot about us being healthy and getting to the best version of ourselves, whether that's mental health, physical health, just health with our family, and then simply sharing that with others. And so, if you were to ask us, okay, what do we do as coaches? We we literally just wake up, we work on us, we share, we tell other people if they want to hear about it, and then we repeat. That's literally the only thing that we do as coaches. And in doing so, all of us on this call, we've kind of come together because we've built businesses. We built sustainable businesses where we are able to make an income from doing this. And so if you're listening to this right now and it's during the pandemic and during 2020, which has been the craziest year ever, this has been the only thing that has been consistent this whole year. We have nothing has changed from our coaches. We still make an income. We still show up. We're still working out. We're still helping. We still have our friends. We're still on our Zoom calls. This has been the only thing out of this whole year that has remained consistent. And so that, if that tells you anything, is that, I know so many people that started out 2020, you're going to have the best year and all this is going to be great. And then everything fell apart, and we're like, where do I go from here? And so for our girls and our coaches, I say, toot our own horn, but we were the biggest issues that we had, we came together. What do we do? What do we do? So, someone lost a job, or someone got COVID. What do we do? How do we support each other? And in this, we have supported each other through everything, every COVID thing. We've sent masks, we've done all the things. And so our team has really come together. And my point is, the consistency of this business has been amazing. And I am so excited that you get to hear about it. So what we're going to do is we're kind of going to be quick because we don't want to waste your time, but we're going to kind of give you the ins and outs of what we do as a coach. And we're really just going to answer the questions that we have gotten that are the big questions on, people that feel, why I don't know if I can do this because can I be at my goal weight? How do you make money? What does this consist of? And that's what we want to answer for you. We always say we are an open book. We're not hey, join us, and then you join, and then you signed up from some pyramid scheme and now we're done with you. We're an open book, because when you're in this team, you're committed. We're here. We're in this. Like, you're family. And a lot of you, like, if you're here because you just want the discount. So my girls that are always in my fitness group, they're like, I just want a discount on, Shakeology. I want a discount Energizer. I want to just be a part of it. I just want, to be a part of everything you do. And you're like, I don't know if I want to work the business, but you're here. That's okay. Like, you're immediately a part of our family, and we're so excited to share this with you. So I'm going to turn it over to, was it Ashley Waldhauser, or was it Amanda? Okay. All right. All right.
Hi everybody. I'm Ashley, one of the 12 Ashleys on our team. And I have been a coach for, I think, like 3.5 years or so. But kind of in the last probably 6 months, I've like kind of committed a little more and made this want to be more of a business than a hobby for myself. I started before I had any children, lost 20 pounds and got pregnant, and then kind of like forgot about everything and everyone and did whatever I wanted, which I really regret. And I've been able to kind of use my kind of comeback from having my son and going through postpartum depression and really bad anxiety. And I use these groups and our team to overcome those things. I was able to lose baby weight. I have my son is 2.5. My daughter is going to be 1 on Friday. I coached and stayed healthy through her whole pregnancy, and I am currently 21 weeks pregnant again, and still here. So I have a joke that I cannot ever weigh 143 pounds because that's when I get pregnant. So here we are. So my topic that I kind of want to touch on is about the goal weight question. So a lot of people are hesitant to coach because they're not at their goal weight. They don't have this big, huge transformation yet. And coming from the chronically pregnant lady, you do not have to be at your goal weight to be a good coach. Our job as coaches is to show the whole journey. So not every day is going to be perfect. Not every week you get on the scale are you going to lose 5 pounds. We all like margaritas and tacos. Like, it's not perfect. It's just about showing people that this is like something that is attainable in real life. And if you're ever using the scale as a determination for what success is, it's never going to work out. So I think for me, just going through what I went through after my son was born, I show up as a coach regardless of my pant size, regardless of what the scale says, regardless of what I'm going to eat for dinner, because there is another mom sitting in her recliner at home crying every night because she feels alone and can't look in the mirror. And I know, like, just because I've gone through that myself and I've been able to climb out of the dark, I will show up every single day because one day another mom is going to say, hey, I need this. And then, on the brighter side of things, we all do get to fitness goals, and we do hit those numbers on the scale because we're showing up and we're using coaching as extra accountability to get to those goals. And then you kind of get to shift your focus and really focus on your challengers. Like, are they showing up? Are they meeting their goals? And then you get to focus on your coaching goals too. So we get to help all the people, and it doesn't matter what stage of your journey you're in, you're going to inspire somebody each step of the way. Oh, yeah. I think I'm done.
Okay,
Who's
I think
next?
it's my turn next.
Okay.
It's me. Hopefully my internet's okay. You have to cut me off if I go in or out. I'm Amanda. I'm one of the coaches.
This happened.
And and I like pretty quickly. Oh, you can't hear me? Can you not hear me?
A little bit.
I got it. All right, hold on. Can you hear? Is it better now?
Yes.
Look, I'm telling you, if I can do this job with my internet, you guys go. Anybody can. Okay, so back to my quick story. I started coaching pretty quick after I started on this journey, but I lost 19 pounds. Can you hear me? Thumbs up. This is how teachers feel every single day, if you guys don't know. Just saying. So, okay, so I started, the first month I was a challenger and I lost 19 pounds doing 21-day fix, and I felt awesome. I'm like feeling pumped, and I ended up, I was signed up as a coach, and I got 2 challengers that came along with me, and actually they signed up as coaches, so I got to rank advance, and I was feeling great, and it was awesome, and I was good because I was just working on me, and I continued that whole process of I'm working on me, and then I know I kind of got interrupted by my internet, but I am a mom of 3 and I am a teacher, and I've come from a little community. We live on a farm, hence the bad internet. And I started seeing Farron and Ashley and some other coaches go on trips, and I'm like, man, I really want, I want an excuse to go on a trip, because I'm kind of out of the phase of like bachelorette parties and stuff like that, like excuses to go somewhere, because I feel like I'm just out of that stage a little bit, but I worked towards my first goal of earning an Emerald retreat. So I became Emerald, and then I had some people sign up with me, and we kept kind of just trucking along, and I got to go to my first Emerald retreat. And quick story, didn't really know anybody on the Emerald retreat. I had met Farron before, but I showed up to Farron's house and to carpool with other people, and I left my luggage at home. So that's kind of how I started all of it's like a running joke of, hey, Amanda, did you remember your luggage? Because it was my husband's fault. He didn't put it in the car. But anyway, and I've been on Emerald retreat since then. I just was looking up flights today for Mexico, and another trip to Vegas in January. So I'm already super excited, because these trips that I can take guilt-free, because I'm paying for it with coaching money, and I'm, I earned it. So, and I'm going to go because I still want to go. But that's kind of my journey along the coaching world. And my title, or my topic that I want to touch on briefly is, I don't want to be salesy to my friends. Let me tell you, going back to my original story about, signing up and having that came with me. I mean, they were signed up as coaches for the discount, but still, these 2 people, one was my husband, and it wasn't just because I was signing up my husband. It's because he saw that I lost 19 pounds in a month, and was like, heck yes, I want to do what she's doing. I'm watching her, she's being motivated and just consistent, and she knows what she's eating, and she's drinking these shakes every day, and I want to do what she's doing. And then my brother-in-law. So 2 boys, 2 men who, they believed that what I was doing was working, because they saw it with their own eyes. You know how men are. Well, you probably don't, but I'm like, hey, if I can get them to come join me, what other friends of mine are going to want to do this too. And I still, to this day, will not post a picture of my transformation with a sports bra because I'm a high school teacher and they're crazy and I don't want my picture, with my sports bra floating around. But like when I look at that and know how good that I feel because of that transformation, because of this journey that I'm on, oh my gosh, my kids are going crazy now. Of course, I'm in my daughter's bedroom and they're still but when I know that when I know that this program works for me and then I watch it work for other people too, I'm not selling anything. I'm inviting people to come with me into my challenge groups and just and do what I'm doing to get their own results. And when that just comes in and then those people are getting results and they're motivating each other in the group and they're bringing their friends on. And then all of a sudden, like you have you have your own community of people that are getting results, feeling great about themselves. And then this whole world of all this negativity that's happening, it's all this, I know that I have a place to go for a bunch of positivity. And that is what you're selling. Like, and you're not really selling. You are offering the tools. Like, these are the tools. I'm running this challenge group and this community that I belong to. I would love to have you join with me. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing. And that's it. That's literally what the sales part of coaching is. So I've never been a part of an MLM before. I was barely a waitress. Like one year when I dated somebody that worked at a restaurant. Like I am not salesy. I am a teacher at heart, and I love encouraging people. I coached cross country for several years. But in my heart, like I know I'm not just selling something to my friends. I'm inviting them along the ride with me. So, all right, that's all. And thank you for being patient with me.
All right, I think I am up next. All right, so hi everyone. I am Ashley and I have been coaching for 4.5 years. Yeah, almost 5. And I started like a lot of the moms here, just wanting to be a better version of myself, suffering from postpartum depression, trying to figure out where I belonged in this mom life. I knew that there was more for me, but I needed to fill my cup with something that was fulfilling to me, made me feel like I was something more than just a mom and a wife. Because when I had my third child, I went from being I went from full-time CT tech to part-time CT tech when I had my second. And then when I went with my third, I went PRN, just because daycare is not cheap. And I knew that I wanted to be home with my kids. So I knew that I needed to kind of figure something out. We took a lot of cuts and stuff. I stopped getting my nails done. I stopped getting my hair done, like all of those things. And you kind of fall into a slump, especially after you have a baby. Those hormones are ridiculous. And I started as a challenge, just wanting to, again, be a better version of myself. Coaching actually the opportunity for coaching came to me just for a discount. Like I said, I was a PRN CT tech, so I wasn't really working too much. I was actually still on maternity leave, and it was unpaid maternity leave. It was around Christmas, and I had 3 kids. So money was extremely tight. We had just moved into a brand new, wasn't brand new, but new to us home. And I remember telling my husband, this is, actually I kind of did it at like 3 a.m. in the morning while I was nursing my daughter. I came across it, and, it was like one of those spontaneous things. And I had all intentions, and I will be completely 100% honest with you. I had all intentions of drinking the Shakeology and then returning it, because Beachbody has this empty bag guarantee. Like, no matter if you say you didn't get the results that you were looking for, you can send a bag back and, you know, you get your money back. And I told my husband, I'm like, I'm just going to send it back. I'm going to get the money back. It's fine. Well, I'm the sucker because I fell in love with it. It was like love at first sip. And I remember my husband looking at this bag and he's like, you paid how much for this? And then this other running joke of our house is, don't let Snoop eat it. So my dog literally eats everything. And I remember him telling me, he's like, you better put that bag on top of the refrigerator. And that's where it kept. We kept it in the top of the refrigerator. And like I said, I fell in love with it. And I was like, oh crap, how am I going to keep this up? Like, how am I going to justify getting this bag of shakes every single month? And I couldn't really do it. So my coach reached out to me and she was like, you know what? I know that, you know, you're really liking it. And I know that you're not working right now. And there's a chance, or there's an opportunity that you can save some money. You don't have to do it, but it's just 25% off if you're interested. And I'm a shopaholic, so I run with any deal that I can. So I signed up for a discount. And then I realized quickly that if I helped 3 people each month, that I would be able to cover the cost of my Shakeology every single month. And I was like, you know what? All right. If I'm not taking away from my family and I'm still pouring into myself, like that's like a win-win for everybody, right? So I made it a point to hit Success Club, which is helping 3 new people every single month to cover my Shakeology and then some, like other products. Like I started dipping my toes into the performance line and the 3D refresh and all of these things. And I wasn't taking away from my family because I was supplementing that income I would have been having at work with coaching. And I was not only feeling great about myself, I was getting results, I was doing all of the things, but I was also helping other people. I was bringing in money, but I was also helping other moms just like me. And all I was doing was simply just sharing my journey and sharing my story. So a lot of people talk about like, oh, I can't do this because I'm so busy. You know, I can speak for all of us on this call right now that busy people get things done. Like the busier you are, if you want something, you're going to find a way to do it. What you make whatever you make a priority, like you will get that stuff done. Amanda, she's got a million things going on in her life. Barron does, Ashley does. Like we are all moms too, and moms to multiple kids. And, you know, at that time in my life, I was a new mom of 3. My husband travels a lot. I was also trying to pick up work because, you know, I still have an obligation to my CT job, and I had all of these things going on. I had kids going in different directions and all of these things, but I made it work because it was a priority to me. It made me feel good. It made me feel fulfilled. So I would literally, and I still do. I mean, I've been doing this for 4.5 years, and I literally just work in pockets because I don't have an hour or 2 to just sit. I don't have 5 minutes of quiet to myself at all during the day, especially now with this virtual learning at home. Like I literally, the minute I'm also a daycare mom to 2, soon to be 4. I don't really know what's going on. So I have, not only do I have my kids, I'm currently in our classroom, like not only do I have my kids here, once I get my daycare kids, like usually that would have been my nap, like their nap, I would sit and do work, but now I hear, Mom, I need help, Mom this, Mom that. So like I'll be sitting here because my daughter, this is her desk, and right now she's struggling. She's what we like to call a teacher's pet, and she does not like that she doesn't get called on all the time, like as if she were in the classroom, I guess, and she'd be the only one raising her hand. She sits there and waits with her hand raised, and then she gets really upset when she doesn't get called. I'm trying to teach her the virtual hand raise button. It's just not working out. So in order to make her feel better, I put a chair here. And when I have the opportunity that I don't have anything else going on, I'm sitting here with her because it makes her stop crying, but I'm sitting with my phone and I'm doing things on my own. So I'm multitasking constantly. Just me being next to her, that's all she needs, but I have things to do. So they know, like, mama's working. Like, this is what I'm doing. Tonight I was at the soccer field watching my son, and in between watching my son, watching the girls run around, like, what all these things, I was updating some stories. I was doing things that are on my to-do list for today. So I'm constantly working in pockets of my time. Like, I know Saturday mornings, I take the girls to gymnastics because of COVID. I'm not allowed inside anymore. So that is 50 minutes of uninterrupted time to myself every Saturday morning. So instead of sitting there, I don't know, watching a show on Netflix, I'm doing work. I'm messaging people. I'm talking to new coaches. I'm talking to existing coaches. I'm figuring things out, and maybe I'm planning for the week. I know that if I have that 50 minutes of uninterrupted time where, yeah, I probably could catch up on a few Netflix shows, or I probably could paint my nails in the car or something like that. Instead, I know that coaching is a priority. I know that after gymnastics, if I get everything done that I need to, it's just family time. I don't have to do anything else. The only thing that I will have to do at the end of the day is just check on the challengers that I do every single night before I go to sleep. And that's just how I work it. So busy people can get it done. A lot of people are like, I just don't know if I can add something else to my plate. But if you feel in your heart that there's more for you out there, if you feel like, you know what, I know how I felt when I needed this, and I didn't even know that I needed it. There's somebody out there that's just like me. There's another Ashley out there. There's another Farron out there. There's another Amanda. There's another Katie and Gloria. There's another one of each and every one of you feeling the same exact way. And just because you feel busy right now and it's not the right time, just think about all of the lives that you're not impacting because you're too busy to show up. So that's all I got.
I feel like that was like yeah, we all were the same thing, like mic drop. And I feel like Ashley had someone listening, which is just gives you chills, like she's waving to somebody. Because it's like, because our families, hi, because it's Big Brad, and I thought it was Little Brad. This is so cool because, gosh, it's so crazy to hear Ashley say this story about her husband. There's her husband supporting her on a call. Like, holy freaking, like, that was like a full circle moment right there. Like the girl that held up like $130 bag of Shakeology, like, being like, and her husband like.
You also saw a little bit of Snoop who eats everything, so.
Oh, yeah. But I just think this is so cool. And gosh, I'm listening to everyone talk, I kept thinking like, wow, like this is definitely the call of the busiest girls on the team. Because like, and I'm always like stunned at how everyone gets things done. Like it's amazing. And everyone has 3 kids but me. So pretty freaking cool. So I'm going to end it off with, one of the biggest topics and that we get or people ask us is like, how do you make money as a coach? And I think people like, this is one of the ones that we like hate talking about, but like you need to talk about, they love, because we always say like, you cannot join for the money. And if you're here and you're listening to this call at any point and you're like, yeah, I'm going to join, I'm going to make $1 million. And I don't need to help anybody. I'm just going to make $1 million. Then this is not the team for you. This is not a get rich quick thing. You're not going to join this and join this team and make $1 million tomorrow. And if anyone or any company tells you that, then run, because that's not how business works in any business. And all of us listen to entrepreneurs and podcasts of leaders, and it's work. It's going to take work. And I think we need, like, we always usually talk about like different types of coaches. So if you're listening to this, you're like, I just want to be a discount coach. I just want to save 25% on all the things. And, I always say like, be a discount coach, save the money, and then you get invited to everything we do in coaching, like every coach event, every coach party, like you're part of the team, you're a part of the tribe. That's it. So you can be a discount coach and be invited to everything. That's awesome. We say some people are just kind of like a hobby coach. And so maybe you're like, I really want a discount, but if my neighbor or my mom or my best friend wants to do this, I would love to make basically a referral bonus. And I would love to make an income from helping one other person. Like, that's great. That's like kind of like a hobby coach. Like, and that's kind of how we all start. We all kind of start as like a discount, and then it goes into hobby. And then if you're like watching us and kind of seeing that we've been able to make, all of us on here have been able to make a substantial income, and we've been able to go on trips and do all the things. And if that's like appeals to you, like, I want to make this a business, like, holy crap, that would be amazing. Then you can absolutely do this. And yeah, it will take work. And so how this works and how you get compensated is you get paid 25% on all things Beachbody. So if we're talking like whether it's a nutritional supplement or it's like a pre-workout or it's the clothes or like the workout gear or the workouts, anything Beachbody, like now it's collagen and power greens and all the things to help people reach their goals, you make a 25% commission. So that's basically the base of how you make an income. And then there's actually 13 different ways to make an income as a coach. So between team cycle bonuses and different ways and different levels that you kind of get within this business, that's how you would make more of an income. So I always tell people, like, start with the first, like, you make a 25%, you get a 25% discount and you make 25% off of anyone's purchases. Beachbody kind of gives you basically like your own little social security number that is affiliated with Beachbody. And so you can give links out to people. So this is great topic because especially with a lot of MLMs and things going on, you do not buy a plethora of a product and have to sell it out of the trunk of your car. Beachbody is, you give out a link, they take care of the shipping, they take care of all of the customer service and everything. You are simply giving out a link and then being the support system for that person. And so that is so great because, we've heard of, other companies and different things where people are like, oh my gosh, I'm putting my family at risk by buying a million things of this one, of lipstick and having to sell it, no, because that makes you a product pusher and we are not that. You are finding out what works best for your person based on what you know that has worked best for you, and that's how you make an income. So I love this because you don't have to be pushy. Like, you're just simply telling people what has worked for you and what you believe works for other people. And basically, as you get in this, our job, and everyone that you see on this call, our job as coaches, as you join in, is to help you maximize your income and figure out, those 13 different ways. So the first thing you really want to know is that, okay, I can make a commission. Yes, I can make a business. Yes, I can make a substantial amount of income. I can be a discount coach if I want. There's no obligations to being a coach. There's no right or wrong way. But I will say you have to want to make an impact. And we've always said this one thing that's like, you don't deserve to make an income unless you are making an impact. And that's how we truly believe on this team. So your income is directly correlated with how many people you are helping. And when you really think about that, like, I know my girls, and I, have made, a lot of money at sometimes. And it's like, the money is so great because it can, money can do a lot of things for your family and, and whether it's trips or whatever you've been looking forward to. But when you really look back and you're like, holy crap, I just made a ton of money and I impacted so many people. That money, it feels so good because you really, truly made a difference. So anyway, that's how you make money as a coach. But really from here on, out, like basically what we do is we run a new coach training that goes off every month. So next week we'll kind of be enrolling. So as you're listening to this and you're like, okay, I want to do this. I want to do the training. I want to be a part of this. I want to be a part of the tribe, the team, whatever it is. Make sure you reach out to your coach so he or she can get you set up and get you into the next training, into our next fitness group. How we would love you to do it, and kind of how we almost like require you to do it. This is, you have to be a product of the product. You have to join in and work on you. As much as we love to help you help others, we always treat you first. Like, we want to help you first. You get to your goals, you feel good in your skin, and then help you help other people. Our goal for you is also to make back everything that if you're like, okay, I want to run a business, our goal is to help you make that back within the first week. Like, okay, you join in, we want to help you make that back, So basically, you get to do this fitness group, do that all for free, help other people, and make an impact from here on out. So that is it. That is really it. And so and my ladies have nothing else to say, if we are good to go, I want to thank everybody for being on the call and listening in. And we are truly inspired just to have people listening, and we are going to send this out. And so make sure that you reach out to your coach, and they'll just say like, okay, I'm in, I want to do this, tell me what to do. And we will set you up. We have the emails to send out. We have the new coach training to send out. You have everything that you need to have the success that you want to have. You simply just have to go for it. So, all right, guys, we'll see you later.